Alright, well hello everybody once again. We're getting ready to go in a restaurant we've never tried before, but we've watched other reviews on it and it seems to be very highly rated. So we're going to give it a try ourselves today. They've got a lot of menu options, don't know what we're going to get just yet, but it's called Feasters on Teasters. And it's here in Pigeon Forge, right at the corner of the Parkway and Teaster Lane. So we're going to go in there and try it, and we've got somebody wanting to be famous today. So anyway, we're going to go in there and give it a try ourselves and let you know what we think. Alright, we're here inside Feasters on Teasters and just looking. Pick up again. It seems like every time I try to do that, the waitress or server comes. So I want to let you look around in here. It's definitely got a Native American theme to it. This is actually something you would expect to see over in Cherokee, but Cherokee, as far as I know, doesn't really have anything like this. I know the Paul's restaurant in Cherokee does have some Native American food, but there's a lot of Native American themed meals on the menu, and you can see the decor in here is definitely themed that way. And they've got, I like the Native American music they've got playing. They've got Amazing Grace playing now.
I get treated.
But I haven't tried anything yet, but so far I really do like the atmosphere in the place. Let me let you see the menu here. If some people get their menu out of the way.
At least I feel a little
I'm just kidding. They've got lunch menu. Scroll over that one really slowly for you. We ordered the Blackberry Tea to drink. We've had that at Paula Dean's before and really liked it, so we're going to try it here as well. I'm just going to let you see the lunch menu first of all. And it looks like all their meat comes from the Omaha Steak Company. I think they're known for really good quality meat. Alright, now down to the supper menu. Some different sections here, so I'm having to go back up for each section. Got a lot of different things on here. I actually came here intending to try the bison burger, but they've got a smoked prime rib that sounds really good, so I'm kind of leaning that way, but I'm not sure just yet. Are you leaning any certain way yet?
Oh no, I mean, maybe prime rib, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you need a few minutes.
Here we go. Thank you.
Oh my god, I gotta go back. I left your butters.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
These are some of the endless starters.
Okay, now what is that?
This is the homemade chips.
Okay.
Fried okra, Indian taco, sweet cornbread muffin, and yeast roll.
Oh, awesome.
Okay,
yeah.
You got some of that maple butter? I've heard a lot about
yes,
that.
those are what I gotta go back for.
Oh, okay.
So you just remember you get 2 extras with each entree.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Get in your butters.
Thanks.
Alright, so this is homemade chips, I guess potato chips, and this is sweet rolls, cornbread, and that things that looks like hush puppies is Indian fry bread, so I'm looking forward to trying that. Fried okra. I'm going to go ahead and move that over here to the person who eats fried okra.
The deliciousness.
Alright, well, we'll let you know how it goes here in a few minutes. Okay, she just came back out with our butters, and I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was just going to be like a maple butter.
That's the maple.
Got that from watching Yankee in the South, so maybe they like us a little better than they do. I doubt that, but this is a, what'd you say, raspberry fruit butter. And then that's regular butter. I don't expect I'll be needing the regular. I want to say so far I've had one of those Indian fry bread, the hush puppy things. It was really good. So I didn't have the butters at the time, but I'm going to try it now. So far, even those homemade potato chips are really good. Thought those were. Have you tried one of those yet? How's the okra, man? You've almost. It must be good. Everything was full not 3 seconds ago. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, so far so good. Okay. Well, so far we have finished off our bread. Again, 3 kinds of bread, yeast rolls. They were decent. Probably like you would get in any steakhouse. The Indian fry bread that looked like the hush puppies, really good. I like that. What did you think of that?
They were delicious. Especially with the raspberry butter.
With the raspberry butter. She went to town on that raspberry butter. I did get to try it. It was really good on the cornbread. I guess the only thing I would say about the butter is I wish it was a little softer. It came out pretty hard. It was kind of like the Cracker Barrel butter that you can bust a window with. Yeah. Been a little bit easier to spread. You kind of mutilate your bread trying to spread it, but it tastes good together, and it does soften up once it's inside the bread. But cornbread was good. I didn't try a piece of the okra. I wasn't able to get my hand over there. Yeah, no, I don't care for fried okra. She's welcome to that. But you get unlimited bread. If you want bread and the homemade chips, they will continue to bring that out. I think we're going to save room for the Blackberry Tea. It don't really have blackberries in it, but it does have a good blackberry flavor.
Looks like it's got an orange slice or something at the bottom.
The ones at Paula Deen actually have the fruit floating around in it, which I kind of like, but it's good. Still waiting on our main meal. We both got the prime rib, so we're only going to be reviewing one meal today, but provided the prime rib is good, or I should say one entree, usually we try to get something different, but if it's good, we will come back and try other things. There's a lot of things on the menu I want to try here, provided the meal today is good and I want to come back. So we will see how it goes, but again, really like the decor in here, and I like the fact that you got the Indian flute music playing. It kind of does make you feel like you're over in Cherokee instead of Pigeon Forge.
Did you get the tree?
Huh? Tree? No, I did not get the tree. Let me get the tree. What's so awesome about the tree?
Just let's see.
Yeah.
Just unusual something in the restaurant.
Got the Indian headdress over here. Alright. Still waiting on our food. Alright, our food has arrived, and like I say, we each got the 12-ounce smoked prime rib. I got the garlic mashed potatoes, and this is called the Three Sisters vegetable medley. It looks like it's got squash, corn, carrots,
potatoes, black beans.
So it's more than three. It's several things in there, and of course the au jus and the au jus, whatever you call it, horseradish. My wife got the same thing, except she got baby carrots and
the grilled potatoes.
Grilled potatoes, alright. Yeah, we're going to dig in. Alright. Let's just see our bill right here. Came out to a total of $67.55. That was the two prime ribs at $27 each. And we did order drinks. The Blackberry Teas, those are $3.50 each. So, all in all, a little bit expensive. But we'll talk more about the food when we get outside. Alright, here we are in the gift shop, still in the restaurant, or outside the restaurant actually. They got all kinds of Indian, Native American herbal things here. They've got buffalo bone tea. That sounds really good. They've got one, well, actually here's a list of all of them. They have different, I get that lens open, sorry about that. They have different benefits, I guess, to your body and different parts of your body that they help. Now,
here's the sign for it right here.
This little item here, it's called the Healer sign.
No, wait, go right here. Read the sign. That's not it.
I know, that's what I'm, okay, yeah. Sinus problems, allergies, headaches, want quick relief, the Healer. Be sure to try a sniff. Now, when it tells you to try a sniff, it tells you on here.
Shake and
sniff. Follow the advice on the top of that lid.
Hold it away from your nose.
We did not, and you talk about quick relief from sinuses, it'll do that and it'll put you on your tail.
Yeah.
So, my wife sniffed it, and I wish I'd had the camera on. She started choking. So then I tried it, and same thing happened. So anyway, it actually smells good, but I will guarantee you that'll open your sinuses up and then some.
It says the scent of this blend may make you cough, which it did, and sneeze. I didn't sneeze.
Yeah. So,
and apparently you can drink it too, put it in boiling water.
Yeah, that's some pretty stout stuff. So if you're in here and want to take a sniff of that, you better heed the warning on that lid really closely.
And hold it away.
Yeah. All right, now this is actually a statue or a sculpture of supposed to be Jesus' face. Obviously, nobody knows exactly what he looked like except that he was Jewish. I think this probably came over from Christus Gardens, later named Christ in the Smokies, because they just shut that place down, even since we were here at Christmas time. And this, no matter which direction you walk, he's looking at you. And obviously that illustrates a greater biblical truth. The Bible says the eyes of the Lord run to and fro in the earth and behold the evil and the good. I hope I'm not misquoting that. That's a reminder that the Lord does see everything we do, and he watches us. And we do have to give an account to him for our lives. That's some really good advice there. Look to the Lord in his strength, seek his face always. I think that's what we need to do as a nation. That's what we need to do as people. 1 Chronicles 16:11. Okay, well, we just came out of Feasters on Teasters. Now, I do want to mention that this is in the same building as the Biblical Times Theater, and we did that show 7-8 years ago, I guess, and a really good show. The funny thing about this place, we did not realize this was a Native American themed restaurant, but we knew one was coming because a year ago they had it on the sign out there that there was going to be a Native American restaurant. And we said, well, we'll have to try that when it opens. And I think they said it was going to be called the Great Spirit, which really sounds a lot more Native American. I don't know how it ended up being called Feasters on Teasters, but really the Great Spirit or whatever it was, it sounded much more authentic. But it is a Native American themed restaurant. We both had the smoked prime rib. Now, I'm going to break down, well, I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to let him break down what you had, what you thought of each thing, and what your recommendations would be going forward.
Well, the Indian fry bread was really good, and I had it with the raspberry butter. Cornbread was good, niche roll was good, but the fry bread was my favorite. Okra was really good, and the chips were good. What else did I get? The sweet carrots, they were okay. And the grilled potatoes, they were okay. I'll probably try something different as far as sides. But the prime rib, it was good. It had a really good smoked flavor to it. I enjoyed it. It was a little dry, kind of in the very, very center, but other than that, it was excellent. That was my review of it.
All right.
And I'll eat here again.
I didn't ask you that.
But I'm going to.
Okay. All right, so she would eat here again. Scale of 1 to 10.
I give it a 10.
Okay.
I mean, just because the sides weren't that great, that overall it was.
Right. Well, I also had the smoked prime rib. Now, what she said about the prime rib being a little dry, that is true. I think part of that, mine was a little overcooked, to be honest with you. I ordered it medium. I think what I got was maybe medium well. And if you know how a ribeye steak's cut, you know there's the tail at the bottom that's very fatty and tender, and then there's the top part that's really tender, but then there's the meaty part in the middle. That's the part that was actually tough. And I remember when I was eating that part, I ate that part first. I said, you know, I'm going to come back here again, but I'm not going to get the prime rib. But once I got past that part, and the flavor was outstanding. I will say it had an excellent smoked flavor to it. It just was a little more done than I like it. But once I got to the top part that's more tender, and also the bottom part, it actually was cooked better. It had a lot more pink in it like I like, and it was fork tender. You could cut it with a fork, and outstanding. So overall, I would consider getting the prime rib here again. It had an excellent smoked flavor, probably a better smoked flavor than you can get anywhere else up here that I know of. There is another prime rib in Gatlinburg we like at the Cherokee Grill, but this was really, really a good prime rib. When I come back next time, I do think I want to try some other things. There's several things on the menu I want to try. As far as my vegetables, my sides, I got the garlic mashed potatoes. Highly recommend that. Those were some of the best I've had. My other side was what they call the Three Sisters vegetable medley. That was only slightly better than terrible. I will not get, well, that was probably the absolute worst part of the meal. I will not get that again when I come. I got it because I'm a gardener, so I'm familiar with what they call the Three Sisters planting method that the Indians used, and that means that you plant squash, beans, and corn together. So I thought I was going to get squash, beans, and corn. It had that, but it had onions in it, and honestly, my wife likes onions. That's a deal breaker for me if it's got onions in it.
It had black beans in it.
It had black beans. I can handle that. It just wasn't good. One thing I did like about it, it had blue potatoes. A lot of people don't even know blue potatoes exist, but I've grown them, so I like those. That was the only part, but I will not get that as a side again. That was pretty much awful. But the garlic mashed potatoes more than made up for it. They were superb. The prime rib was good. I would rate the experience today on a scale of 1 to 10 a good solid 9. We had a good server. I just want to mention her. Her name was Carisha, I believe it was.
Start with a K.
Yeah, Carisha, I believe it was. I picked up on her accent right away, and I asked her, I said, "You got to be from the Bahamas or the Caribbean." And she said she was from Jamaica. But honestly, we never ran out of drink one time. She took really good care of us, and actually her name is worth mentioning on this review because she's a credit to the place. So hopefully when we come back, we'll get her again. I would like to have her. She did a fine job. So yeah, we're going to come back here on future trips. We're in this area several times a year. And like I say, there's several more things I want to try on the menu, but if you're in town, I don't think you're going to go wrong with this place. I know it gets a lot of mixed reviews, but our experience was a good one. So looking forward to trying it next time. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.